Hello, lovely creatives and stargazers. I'm Jane Holland. This is your creative and artistic forecast for the last week of February. That's the 21st to roughly the 28th of February. Now, the sun has moved, shifting emphasis away from airy Aquarius into compassionate and dreamy Pisces. Now, this shift to Pisces brings a creative, visionary feel to the end of the month, and with Mercury stationing direct on the 21st, this could be a good time to pick up a creative project, perhaps where you left off roughly 3 to 4 weeks ago, when Mercury first began to slow down and then turn retrograde, possibly creating havoc, putting obstacles in your path, and leaving creative projects ongoing rather than finished because there were restrictions that you couldn't bypass or control. Now, Mercury has been flirting with generous Jupiter while it was pedalling backwards through the heavens, and in Aquarius that could have brought up some pretty big interesting ideas for you. Back at the new moon on the 11th of February, we had 6 planets, including the moon, in Aquarius, and this gave the world a very airy, up in our heads feel. It was all about idealism and purity of purpose. People were doing things, the right things for the right reasons, sometimes at the expense of emotion and compassion. Now we start to connect with others on a deeper level with Pisces, and to see the bigger picture too. During this week, Venus is going to move into Pisces on the 25th to join the Sun and Neptune there. Neptune, of course, being the ruler of Pisces. Now, Venus isn't simply the planet of love. She rules art, beauty, creativity, money too. And so this is a fabulous time in this last week of February and through into March for any creatives, but especially those who are working in a field that includes that involves art and physical grace too, and moving mediums like paint, visual art, film, screen, even poetry. Anything that evokes Piscean themes of love, compassion, suffering, and especially sacrifice. Now, helping that arty Venusian shift into Pisces on the 25th is a stunning sextile from electric Uranus in Taurus to the Sun in early Pisces. Now, the sextile aspect, which is 60 degrees, tends to represent opportunity. And when Uranus is involved, it's likely to be something that is external and comes to you from outside your usual sphere, let's say. It's possibly unexpected, or some kind of external event or impetus that prompts you to act or even forces you to act. This could represent a swift and sudden change in artistic direction, and perhaps with Uranus in fixed Taurus in Earth, it could prompt a change in your living or working conditions, maybe a whole new artistic vocation or career path could open up in a creative field and show you a new possibility. With the Sun in Pisces, natural ruler of dreams and visions, this Uranian contact represents a spark, if you like, lighting up your creative hinterland. Now, on top of this, there's an ongoing square aspect, a 90-degree aspect between Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. Now, this clash between two giants of the zodiac is going to be in force for much of this year, and it's something you're going to have to come back to creatively. It is very dynamic. There's a lot of power there that you could tap into, but there's also a kind of irresistible force meeting an immovable object thing going on, which isn't always terribly easy to combat. It may be that something you want to launch, a new project you want to start. You can't see how to tackle it. You feel underconfident. You may even feel, with Pisces stronger in the mix here, tired or unwell in some way and not able to handle these energies. Now, Pluto makes a smooth and harmonious aspect to Mars on the 25th of February, and this could provide you with just the push you need to get past that square situation. Mars, of course, is pure energy, it's a real go getter, and with Pluto in the mix, which governs nuclear energy and power, you're likely to have a kind of major rocket boost to your energy levels around this time. With both of those planets, though, in steady Earth, this energy feels very grounded too and practical. It shows you a way out, not as an airy, thinky up in your head type situation, but something where you can actually see you do this, you do that, you do the other, and you're going to be fine. If you follow these steps, if you make these things, it's going to keep your feet on the ground, even though your head might still be up in the clouds. Now, the very end of this month sees a glorious full moon in the deeply creative and craftsman-like sign of Virgo, and that's on the 27th of February. Remember, after all that emphasis on air and idealism, purity of purpose, mental independence that we got back at the Aquarian new moon on the 11th, there are now 3 planets in watery, emotional, compassionate Pisces. We have Venus there now, and Neptune, one of the real big, slow-moving outer planets, a generational planet it's called, and that's been in Pisces for some years now, and it's a planet that underlines everything that is Piscean and Neptunian in our very troubled world. Neptune, of course, is the ruler of Pisces, and in its own sign it has this wonderful, artistic, deeply creative side. It's full of dreams and visions and fantasies, but at the same time it's also unfathomable, if you like. It's deep and can be dangerous, like a storm at sea. Pisces covers grief too, it covers mourning, and to have Pisces so strong at the moment suggests a space apart from the everyday world of work and community. It's it's a spiritual moment, if you like, a moment of silence or prayer, when we put everything in our busy lives aside in order to think about a loved one or mourn their passing. Think about things that we've lost, but still carry within us. So if you're feeling a bit too up in your head at the moment, you're always thinking about things instead of feeling them, this is a time now to take that journey inwards, to use that time for prayer and remembrance, for creative visions, meditation, yoga, dance, open up your chakras, touch base with your emotions, whatever touches that spiritual side of you. So thank you for listening. Please have a wonderful and a deeply creative week. I look forward to speaking to you soon.